The hospital air tasted like copper, cold, sterile. The doctor's words were just noise, stage 4, aggressive, months. But the loudest thing in that room wasn't the diagnosis. It was the space between my plastic chair and her bed, a canyon I didn't know how to cross. I'm sitting in my study now. It is 3 a.m. The house is dead silent. Just the hum of this old desk lamp and the rain tapping against the window. In my hands, I'm gripping Susan's journal. The blue leather is worn smooth where she held it every night. While I was busy being tired, she was writing in this. I need to tell you this before my time runs out. I was a good husband. I was faithful. I was reliable. I was adequate. And that was my crime. Don't scroll away. If you think presence means just sitting in the same room, you are already making my mistake. I worshipped the god of stability. I thought love was a checklist. Did I cheat? No. Did I drink? No. Did I hit her? God, never. I was a good man. I was the provider. I treated our marriage like a logistics operation. If the mortgage was paid, if the cars were serviced, if the kids had college funds, then I had done my job. I clocked in, I clocked out. But I wasn't married to Susan. I was married to the routine. I remember our evenings. It haunts me now. We would sit on the beige sofa, night after night. The TV would be on some mindless news program, filling the air. I would be on my laptop, answering emails, feeling important, feeling busy. She would be reading next to me. We were 2 feet apart, but we were on different planets. I never asked her, "What are you dreaming about?" I asked, "Did you pay the electric bill?" I never asked, "Are you happy?" I asked, "What's for dinner?" We became roommates who shared a checking account. I convinced myself this was maturity. I told myself, we are past the fireworks stage. This is what comfortable looks like. What a lie. It wasn't comfort. It was a coma. I live for someday, I told her. Susan, when I retire, we'll take that trip to Italy. When the house is paid off, I'll take painting classes with you. I banked our happiness for a future that wasn't guaranteed. I treated her like an asset that would just sit there, waiting for me to be ready to enjoy it. I see it now. Indifference isn't loud. It doesn't slam doors. It creeps in like carbon monoxide. You don't know you're dying until you can't breathe. I was adequate, and she was starving to death right next to me. The illusion of someday didn't fade away. It was murdered. Pancreatic cancer. It is a thief that doesn't bother with the lock. It kicks down the door. The doctor said weeks, not years, not decades, weeks. Suddenly, my checklist meant nothing. My 401, the paid-off mortgage, the pristine lawn, it was all ash. I tried to stay in manager mode. I tried to organize the hospice care like a business project. I made spreadsheets for her medication. I argued with insurance companies. I was desperate to be useful, to be right, because I didn't know how to just be. I remember the 3rd week of hospice. The house was quiet, too quiet. The only sound was the rhythmic hissing of the oxygen machine. Hiss, click, hiss, click. It was a countdown. Susan had shrunk. My strong, vibrant wife was disappearing into the sheets. I was sitting by the bed, holding a glass of water, terrified to spill it. I was so worried about doing the task correctly. She reached out. Her hand was so light, like a dry leaf. She placed it on my arm. "Peter," she whispered. Her voice was thin, raspy. I leaned in. "I'm here, Sue. Do you need more morphine? Is the pillow okay?" She shook her head. A small, sad smile touched her lips. "Stop fixing," she said. "Just look at me." I froze. I looked at her, really looked at her. I saw the gray in her hair that I hadn't noticed accumulating. I saw the map of wrinkles around her eyes lines carved by smiles I had missed while looking at my phone. "We were good at being married," she said, her eyes locking onto mine. "But Peter, we wasted so much time being right instead of being close." The air left the room. "I don't care about the house," she continued. "I wanted you. I wanted the messy parts of you. I wanted us to fight and make up, not just exist." She closed her eyes. "It's okay. I love you, but I missed you." She died 2 days later. I sat there in the silence. The manager was fired. The provider was bankrupt. I had won every argument about finances. I had been right about the most efficient route to drive to the grocery store. I had been correct for 41 years. And sitting there, holding her cold hand, I realized the terrifying truth. I was right, and I was alone. The silence in the house wasn't peaceful. It was a verdict. All the safety I had built, all the stability I worshipped, it couldn't buy me 5 more minutes to ask her, "Who were you, really?" I had preserved the container of our marriage perfectly, but I had let the contents evaporate. The funeral was a blur of black suits and whispered condolences. Everyone told me the same thing. "Keep busy, Peter. Don't let the silence in." That is the modern world's cure for everything, isn't it? Distraction. If it hurts, run. If it's quiet, make noise. But for the first time in my life, I disobeyed. I didn't go back to work. I didn't turn on the TV. I stopped. A week later, I found them. In the bottom drawer of her nightstand, buried under winter scarves, 30 volumes. The journals. I sat on the floor, my back against the bed frame, and I opened the one marked 1998. My hands were shaking. I expected grocery lists. I expected complaints about my long hours. I expected the mundane tracking of a suburban life. Instead, I found poetry. November 14th, she wrote. The maple tree in the backyard finally turned that deep, burning red today. I watched a single leaf fall. It danced all the way down. I wanted to show Peter, but he was angry about the neighbor's dog barking. I made him tea instead. I hope he can taste the quiet in it. I froze. I remembered that day. I remembered the stress, the noise, the irritation. I remembered barking orders. But Susan, she was watching a leaf dance. She was brewing quiet into a cup of Earl Grey. I kept reading. Night after night, I read. It became my new job. And slowly, the strangest thing happened. The grief, that heavy, suffocating blanket began to lift, replaced by something warm, something like introduction. I was finally meeting my wife. I learned she secretly loved the smell of old books more than perfume. I learned she had a dream of visiting a specific bakery in Paris, not for the bread, but to watch the flour dust float in the sunlight. I learned that she loved me fiercely, deeply, not for my paycheck, but for the rare moments when I would let my guard down and laugh. His laugh, she wrote in 2005, is the sound of a door opening. I started to live inside her words. The shift didn't happen all at once. It happened in the mornings. I used to wake up at 6 a.m., check the stock market, drink black coffee while standing up, and rush. Now, I wake up when the light hits the floorboards. I go to the kitchen. I don't make my quick instant coffee. I make her tea, Earl Grey, loose leaf. I watch the water boil. I listen to the bubbles. I pour it into her favorite ceramic mug, the one with the chip in the rim that I used to say we should throw away. I hold it in both hands. I feel the warmth seep into my palms. I walk out to the back porch. The garden is overgrown now. The old Peter would have hated it. He would have seen weeds. He would have seen chores. But through Susan's eyes, I see what she saw. I see the chaotic explosion of life. I see the bees working the lavender. I sit there for an hour, just sitting. It sounds crazy, doesn't it? To say that I am happier now, alone in a house that smells of dust and tea, than I was when I was a successful man with a living wife. But it's the truth. Back then, I had everything, and I experienced nothing. I was sleepwalking through a gold mine. Now, I have nothing, but I experience everything. Yesterday it rained, a heavy summer downpour. The old Peter would have worried about the gutters. He would have been annoyed that he couldn't wash the car. The new Peter opened the window. I pulled up a chair. I closed my eyes, and I just listened. The sound was a symphony. It was drumming on the roof, splashing on the leaves. I breathed in that wet, earthy smell. I whispered, "I hear it, Sue. I hear it." And in that moment, I felt a peace so profound it brought me to my knees. It wasn't loneliness, it was connection. I was finally present. I was finally adequate because I wasn't trying to be anything else. I have learned that love is not a transaction. It is not about providing. Love is curiosity. Love is the willingness to witness another person's life, to really see them, even in the boring moments. I cook now. I'm terrible at it. I burn the toast. I oversalt the soup. But I do it slowly. I chop the carrots, and I marvel at the color orange. I think about how Susan used to hum while she chopped. I try to hum the same tune. My life is small now. My calendar is empty. My inbox is full of unread messages I don't care about. I possess very little, but every evening, when the sun goes down and paints the study walls in amber light, I pick up her journal. I read a page. I look at her handwriting, and I feel more alive, more human, and more in love than I did in 40 years of doing the right thing. I only wish I didn't have to lose her to find her. You don't need a funeral to wake up. You don't need to find a journal in a dusty drawer to finally meet the person sleeping next to you. Please, listen to me. Stop being adequate. Stop being busy. The work will be there when you die. The emails will be there. The dust on the shelves will be there. But your person, they are not guaranteed. The biggest lie we tell ourselves is that we have time. We think love is a mountain we climb once, and then we sit at the top. But love isn't a mountain, it's a garden. If you don't water it, if you don't look at it, it doesn't just stay the same, it dies. Tonight, do not ask your partner about the bills. Do not complain about the traffic. Put down your phone. Look at them. Really look at them until you see the stranger underneath the routine. Ask them, what are you dreaming about right now? Ask them, are you happy? And listen to the answer. I cannot fix my past. My house is silent, but yours is still full of noise. Don't wait for the silence to teach you what matters. Love them while they can still hear you. I know exactly where you are right now. You are tired. You are holding this screen, scrolling, telling yourself that you are building a future. You think that if you just survive this work week, if you just get the kids through school, if you just secure that next promotion, then you will finally have permission to really live. You are trading today for a someday that you think you are owed. Stop it. Stop it right now. I am telling you this from the other side of someday. It is a lie. I spent 41 years securing a future for my wife, and now I sit in a paid-off house that echoes when I cough. I have the safety I worshipped, but I do not have her. The brutal truth is that you are living as if you are immortal. You are treating your partner like furniture, reliable, permanent, always there. You are wrong. Every time you choose your phone over their eyes, every time you choose being right over being kind, you are spending a currency you cannot earn back. Death does not negotiate with your schedule. It does not care about your quarterly goals. Do not wait for the tragedy to make you a good partner. Do not wait for the silence to teach you how to listen. The mission. Tonight, when you walk through your front door, I want you to pause for 5 seconds before you turn the knob. Imagine, just for a moment, that the person on the other side won't be there tomorrow. Let that fear wash over you. Let it terrify you. Then, open the door. Put your phone in another room. Look at them, really look at them, and ask, how are you really? And listen as if your life depends on it. Because it does. The clock isn't ticking, my friend. It's running out.